are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? We are just getting started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, I'm Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best in the business when it comes to playing out from defence. He can spark quick counter-attacks or put his foot on the ball and retain it when a breather is needed. He's a very solid defender too. And opposition forwards, they're not going to get much change out of this guy.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Nicely aimed pass. Nicely weighted ball. Akanji cuts out the pass. Rice. Çalhanoğlu. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's had it nicked away. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Now that's well seen too. He is through here. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to get it away. Laporte. Rice. Yamal. Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Bellingham. Now this could be a chance. And he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Arsenal have penetrated for the first. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Van Basten taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, I think they could do with making this count, especially from here.
Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Lazio restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Amrabat. Guardiola gets over and intercepts. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. It's out for a goal kick. Yamal. Looking tidy in possession here. Bellingham. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And Guardiola. Mbappe. 30 minutes gone. And Guardiola. He won't be happy with that one. Rodri. And the counter is on.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Costa Curta. In with the challenge. Searching pass he's played there. Yamal. Dix. Yamal. And here's Ferran Torres. Yamal in acres of space out wide. And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's going for goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal. Mbappe. Laporte spots it and intercepts. Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Laporte. Rice. He's having a pop! A shot at goal! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He susses the keeper couldn't hold on to it, and he's there in a flash.
Arsenal with the lead. Rice.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. He's had a shot! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Engages and forces him off the ball. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. The second half is up and running.
Well, I think in these circumstances...
Ferran Torres! Oh, he's been caught napping. Rodri. Bellingham. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Bellingham really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Laporte makes the interception. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Amrabat. Nicely shaped ball. And he's intervened well there. Guardiola. Bellingham. Little pass back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Oh, easy pickings there. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Now it's Ferran Torres. Madueke. Lovely bit of skill. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Rice. And here's Mbappe. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Oh, it's Van Basten.
80.953 spettatori.
Yamal. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Lazio really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
Madueke finding himself in space. Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 5.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 22. Neymar.
Rice.
Il numero 8.
Laid out to the left flank. And he's managed to get free. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cross into the box. Deftly away. It's gone out for a throw-in. Lazio perhaps contemplating their next change here. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Baresi gets it away. Mbappe tries to play it through. Neymar. Chance, surely! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lazio with the corner, they're first.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
They've played it short. And here's Bale.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
He'll try from distance. And that could come back to haunt them.
Batistuta clearly knows that he let himself down there. He'd like another pop at that one, but that's not how it works.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Baresi. And it's Neymar. Lazio now in a position of desperate urgency.
Well, I suppose they need something to break their way, Peter. Anything at this late stage.
And he's worked it through. Laporte with a fine tackle. Spread out to the left. Now it's Ferran Torres. Upamecano. No way through. Dani Olmo. Over to the right flank. He has found the way through.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
And this is Batistuta. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Rice did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Fadio. That's been cut out, well played. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Lazio.
Well, there is here a great sense of expectation. As to universal contentment, the Emirates embraces Arsenal once more. So we're very much on the way now. Serginho. Oh, good climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now that's well seen too. Threads one in. Mbappe! And he's made sure that's not getting through. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's a promising position. Ibrahimovic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Neymar gets over and intercepts. Mbappe. And this is Batistuta. Oh, well played, well sorted out. De Paul. And it's Messi. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Bale. Neymar. Lazio are looking to break at pace. De Paul. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
This is a promising build-up. It's loose, and there's a race for... And the shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And that was very necessary. And it's Bale. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Costa Curta. And here's the Paul. Beckenbauer did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And here's Bale. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. De Paul. Has to go back here. And one more try! It's hit the upright. Lazio still without a single shot on target. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Neymar, and he has been fouled there. Tchouaméni is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Now it's Bale. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. High, and the counter is on. Can he get it through? Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Tries to play it through.
Arsenal always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Now it's Batistuta. High. And here's Mbappe. He's having a pop! They want to be quick to recover this. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Neymar. Neither side giving way, it has been tight. Nice bit of trickery. And this is Ibrahimovic. Bale. Oh, that's neat.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Baresi. That's going right the way across. Neymar. Distributed tidily. Yamal.
There will be 1 minute added time.
DePaul is the team's great visionary. It's a throw-in. Not the most convincing of passes. And the referee has signalled for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So, nothing to report so far on the goals front.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition. Something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. Back on the way then.
Well, I can imagine, but...
Can he finish? Big moment! Massive goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picks his... It's Ibrahimovic! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. Costa Curta. Can he finish? And that is wildly off target.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Baresi gathers from the goal kick. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Impressive jump! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
High. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Neymar. Serginho.
That dugout has had some relief, at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Ibrahimovic. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he's there to belt it away. That's been cut out, well played.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
The attendance for this match was
slung wide.
60,179.
And he's picked it up out wide. Plays it across. And he was alert to it. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Cleared without hesitation.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Might be danger here. He's looking wide. The ball cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Mbappe. Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Now it's Messi. Costa Curta calmly anticipates. High. Just about up to 75 minutes. And this is Ibrahim. And he shoots! So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Arsenal.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Rodrigo de Paul. Number 8. Serginho.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Striker. Coming on the field.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Number 80. Ronaldinho. Number 21. Olise. Number 10, Del Piero. Number 2, Xabi Alonso. Substitutions taking place.
And it's Messi. Passes short and sharp.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shot a goal! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Caught offside that time. Batistuta. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Pretty robust defending.
Lazio leading here by this still precarious 1-0 margin. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. And here's Del Piero. Chance here to counter. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side.
Lazio really wanted that 2-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And he's in on goal. Lazio moments now away from seeing this one out. And here's Mbappe.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Olise is someone with real dynamite in his boots. And it's Gerrard. And here's Del Piero. High. Bale. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Del Piero. That's really well manoeuvred. And that is that. Lazio have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. We are just getting started. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I've always been impressed with the intelligence and decision-making of this man, De Paul. Yes, you kind of expect that from an Argentinian playmaker, but he's such a key figure whether his team are building patiently or transitioning quickly. He's very adept at creating space, attracting markers and then turning away quickly. And I love those long clip balls he can get into deep positions.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Rodri, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Now it's Messi. Thinks about the shot. That's a sharp pass. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And the shot's on here, and he is dashing away. And he's heaved it away. Pacho, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. De Paul. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. And here's Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
De Paul is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, that's neat. He'll try from distance! Too close for comfort. Threads one in. And that's been won straight back. Now it's Drogba. And he shoots! Denied brilliantly.
Drogba really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Getting up there! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Lazio still without a single shot on target. Knocks it into space. Silvestre, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Van Basten. Oh, look at the space here. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking. Tries from distance. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's only too happy to take that back. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Ferran Torres. Silvestre cuts out the pass. Now it's Neymar. He has found the way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. That'll be a throw. Schlotterbeck. He won't be happy with that one. Tries to pass it through. And it's made its way to him. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar. Oh, that's delightful. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Ferran Torres. Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tries to play it through. Ferran Torres. Distributed tidily. Gets a good foot in there.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Messi. Cafu. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Could move up a gear here. Oh, this looks sharp. And this is Van Basten. And he's got away from him. It's Van Basten! Van Basten! What a goal! What a player! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Lazio score first. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first moment of real significance.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shevchenko! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch. Drogba really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he...
Decent chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This possibly the last play of the half. Bale plays it short. And here's Bale. And there's the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. And we are up to the break.
Well, I think keeping our neutral hats on, Peter, this is more than a decent game of football where we've seen plenty of creativity. Both sides really ought to be looking to up the urgency, though.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1. Terrific effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
That is very well defended. Ferran Torres. Rodri. And here's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe concedes a free kick for that.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Not the most accurate pass. High. Right, Shevchenko. Neymar. Ferran Torres. Mbappe. Oh, now he can run away with it.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Laporte does really well there. He is strong. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. Excelsior appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're...
Oh, he's having a go! That was superb goalkeeping.
Bale actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! Van Basten! My word, this guy is whistle. He's got himself an absolute peach. And again they hit the front. Oh, a goal of real quality. He made it look ridiculously easy.
There you go. That's what happens when you've got top-class talent.
And now he has two.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Lazio leading now.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Played out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's run loose here. Well, some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. High. Lazio perhaps contemplating their next change here. That looks a cracking ball. Schneider. That's tidy. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Bale. De Paul. Neymar. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Excelsior really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Tries a shot! And no mistake. And he is just ripping it up. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Van Basten demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him.
Shot a goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Cross to the back post, towering header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he's quick to get rid.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 4. Viene sostituito con il
Stood up well to him there. Schneider. Schlotterbeck promptly onto that, and that is that. High. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now that's well seen too. High. Now Mbappe. High. This looks promising. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mbappe. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Great chance here from position A1. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. Schneider! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Against Lazio.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Yehi. And it's Kimmich. Bellingham. Kimmich. Swings in across. And he's there to clear it. Batistuta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Floated through. Yehi. Kimmich. This is a promising build-up. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bellingham. Can he get it through? Baresi promptly onto that, and that is that. Neither side especially adventurous early on. He's under a lot of pressure there. Kimmich. And it's Gerrard. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Cafu. Rolls it backwards.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards.
Now it's Bale. Gerrard, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Now it's Batistuta. Ferran Torres. Ferran Torres! Frustratingly close. Lazio with the corner. They're first. Deftly away. And now they can spring out of defence. Bale with the foul. Still goalless at the moment. That has been cut short. High. Ferran Torres pinches it off him. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Stroke. Cafu. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Ferran Torres. And this is Batistuta. Now it's Bale. Bellingham. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bale. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. Out towards the flank. Baresi makes the interception. Kimmich. Stroke. Can he spark a counter here? Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Kimmich. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. There they go, hunting in packs. The ball has bounced loose now. Bale, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Just eases him off the ball. Batistuta. Akanji is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. And he shoots! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
They're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Lazio have their second corner now. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. This one now Mbappe. Oh, great keeping, snaffled out the danger.
Well, his positioning was just spot on and he made the goal look an awful lot smaller.
There will be
That is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And for the first half, that is that. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Lazio really can be happy with the strong finish to the half and have no reason to be upset with their overall performance. I think they just need to keep going now. Stick at it and eventually they'll get a break.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Number 13, Gerard. Coming on to
So
replace
the action
him
resumes.
Number 15.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Silvestre. He has found a way through. And it's Bellingham. Now, can they get him away? And it's hoisted clear. High.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
That's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. There's a sharp little ball here.
This is the time you need that pace.
Baresi. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And here's Batistuta.
Batistuta really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. De Paul threads one in. Now it's Kimmich. He's found the way through. And he was alert to it. Batistuta. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Ferran Torres. Rijkaard. Looking to play him in. He's in one-on-one. Shoots! Oh, good finish. And the game has liftoff. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Indonesia are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first moment of real significance.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
And here's Bale. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Lazio are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Oh, that's fabulous. Looks across and plays it in. And he's quick to get rid. Well, that pass isn't the best. Sends it crossfield. High. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Ferran Torres. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice. Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Can he finish? Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, third corner of the game. Bale plays it short. Now it's Bale. He's going for goal! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Rijkaard is there, and he can pick it up. Martinez, real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post.
Lazio really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Lazio will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest.
And Martinez!
Bellingham. Silvestre. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tacho calmly anticipates. Mbappe. And the shot! And it's in! Lazio back on level terms. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Lazio restore parity.
Lazio really can sense it now. This game is theirs to win. They just need to step it up and force the issue.
Pacho has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. 5 minutes left on the clock. And here's Nunez. Silvestre. And he can thump it away. Ball is over the line. Now here's the terrific effort. Oh wow, that's crazy. Oh, that has got to be it. This has to be it. A really thumping header, absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Indonesia now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
Bellingham.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And it's Rodrigo de Paul. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rijkaard. The end time is up. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? Things already rolling.
They don't make them like Diego Maradona anymore, Pete.
Certainly don't, and I imagine the plan for his team will be just give him the ball.
Completely. He's a player who always has been streets ahead. So good that managers were forced to come up with unique systems just to try and deal with him. Not that it's helped them very much.
No, that's been intercepted. And here's the chance to counter. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Passing is crisp and sharp. Little pass back. Rodri. Under an awful lot of pressure. He'll try from distance. Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's a searching pass, and he's worked it through. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Goal! Lazio! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pacho. It's a good run down the right. And he skips past his man. Big chance! And a neat finish. And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Baresi gets over and intercepts. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Mbappe wants to run onto this. Oh, terrible mistake. Mbappe and the shot! Oh, good finish. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Indonesia with the lead.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
He's had it taken off him. And here's Van Basten. Pass is just off target. Maradona has good running with the ball. Space for him to turn and look. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And here's Kane. Oh, just skips past his man. Yamal.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Hakimi. Referee's given a throw. It's not an especially good pass, that. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Mbappe is onto this. Oh, that was vital. Rodri. Rijkaard. Martinez bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that has left him in a heap. Looking for a runner. Dink through. Mbappe finds himself offside. And reclaimed it in a trice. Showing great feet there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. This looks promising. And he's managed to get free. Chance, surely! And no mistake. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Indonesia now in a position far more desirable.
I wonder if the manager is tempted to go for another and really kill the game off completely. I, for one, think he should now.
Rodri. And it's Maradona. Hakimi got a long way forward to join the attack. Kane! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Kane clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Serginho. Oh, what has happened? Shapes to shoot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're threatening to fly away here. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
I volontari di tutti i settori sono pregati di recarsi nell'area dello staff.
Away we go again.
Well, things just haven't quite clicked, Peter, have they? They're behind and they deserve to be, but they've had a chance to regroup now, so we'll see how they come out at the start of the second half.
Rodri. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Kane was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Van Basten, and he's got the beating of his man. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And here's Ferran Torres. Now, this could be a chance. It's a threatening ball. Chance for a shot! And that's in. And they are right back within touch. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that.
Oh, what a mistake. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Can he finish? It's in. Just one goal in it now. Game on. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Threads one in, and he's picked it up out wide. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. And he is just ripping it up. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. It made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
And Martinez! Goal! Lazio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Lazio leading now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And here's Kane.
Indonesia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Baresi, the man that is tenacity personified. Rijkaard. Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, good spread. And that was asking for too much.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 17. Viene sostituito con il numero 8.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Indonesia appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Hakimi. Rodri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great vision.
Oh, sweet feet.
Maradona. Haaland! Tries one from range. And that could have brought them level.
Well, you'd really expect him to hit the target from there.
Now it's Haaland. Haaland, tidy with his distribution. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Mbappe. And he's got away from him. He's had a shot! Goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he would ever score.
The first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The Eternal City embraces this massive sea of blue which has flooded across the Olimpico. It's hard to convince yourself there's another team involved. Well, we're on the way.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the thrill about him, isn't it? Every time you come and watch him play, he seems to come up with more and more surprises.
Well, I mean, shoots!
And he should have made them pay.
He was played in well, though, Peter. At least that gets approval all round.
Lazio with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, well played. Bernardo Silva with the clearance. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Yamal. Now it's Van Basten. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Howson. This is a promising build-up. Out towards the flank. Baresi did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, no joy this time. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here. Milan are down to 10 men.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Great chance here from position A1.
It's a very good position, this, and the right distance too.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Van Basten! Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Oh, the keeper, for me, just made that look an awful lot easier than it actually was.
Fabinho carries the ball down the right. Now it's Hazard. He's had it taken off him. And this is Van Basten. And here's Mbappe. Great defending, strong and determined. Yamal. Fabinho. Bernardo Silva. Now it's Mbappe. High. Now they can break here. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Fabinho. And it's Doué. Couldn't squeeze it through. High. And Yamal. Costa Curta. And here's Van Basten. That is good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. Now that's well seen too. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Bale. Yamal is wide and looking to get onto this. And this is Bale. Lovely feet. They've won a corner. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And here's Bale. Milan have the chance to go the other way. He's picked his way through. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Someone's eyeing this up with real belief here.
Zanetti. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And here's Azar. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. It's a searching pass, and this is Van Basten. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
Romero proves too strong. They're taking a moment to consider their options. It is another opportunity from a set piece they have here. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable.
They've played it short. And now they can spring out of defence. Doué. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Doué with the short one. Now it's Doué. Bale making good progress on the right-hand side. Lazio are looking to break at pace. Yamal receives it in a good position. And that signals the end of the first period. And it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So off we go again.
Lazio are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rijkaard. Costa Curta. He's in plenty of space here. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well, we expected better, and so did he.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Bernardo Silva. Chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Costa Curta gets a foot in here. Pulls out once more. Bernardo Silva. Can he finish? Goal! Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Ha segnato al 56esimo minuto, numero 22.
Milan have taken the lead.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Fabinho stands tall and stands strong. And he's quick to snatch it back. And it's Bernardo Silva. Lazio still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. So Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Lazio needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled.
And a chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 3 coming up. Doué plays it short. Lazio are looking to go forward now. And it's with the keeper. David De Gea, the type of keeper who instills great confidence in his back line. Some good work on the right flank here. Yamal. And here's Bale.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Bale.
That was lovely, that.
And he's got the... It's Bale! And a neat finish! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21. Viene sostituito con il numero 18.
Can he get on the end of this? No, he's seen through all of that.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Lazio have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Now, can they get him away? Into the channel. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Charge, surely! It's hit the uprights. Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Knocks it into space. Always onto this. And he's managed to get free. Bale! Goal! Lazio! And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
Gol per la Lazio.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot around the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Lazio with the lead.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
And this is Van Basten.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Ci saranno 5 minuti di recupero.
Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Ah, he's given it on. And another try! And that's a good finish. A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Lazio have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And this is Van Basten. It's Van Basten! Oh, how's that for a goal? He's got himself an absolute peach. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
Gol per il Milan.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. That's the end. Lazio have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Bale taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So there it is. What struck you most? The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. The Lazio fans are out in force, the atmosphere crackling, passions are high. How could this not be inspiring for all those down there in light blue? So we're very much on the way now.
Gigi Buffon, pretty much peerless in every way, Peter.
Tough to disagree with that. Rarely has a keeper surely commanded quite so much respect.
And from both his own team and the opposition, I would have loved to play with someone like this behind me. Time and time again, he's shown he's...
Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And the shot! It's a loose ball. Buffon trying to keep this in. Vieira was in no mood for any of that.
Lazio definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And it's Snyder. Just eases him off the ball. Pirlo did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And he's managed to get rid. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
I know it's still early, but they're showing the better signs. No caution from them.
Passing nice and neat.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Quarter of an hour played. That is a great pick out. He's picked his way through. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. And he's intervened well there. He's played it back. Beckenbauer. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well, that's a good run down the left. Couldn't squeeze it through. High. Now it's Yamal. He's got away. Yamal. Yamal stood his ground strongly.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Batistuta touches it back. And here's Mbappe. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Knocks it out wide. Parma have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Lazio have the chance to go the other way. Good take, and it's Bale! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rodri. High. And Yamal. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he is deftly away. And he's there to get it away. Looking for the run. Snyder. Real chance! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Lahm can get it clear. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ambitious ball here. Nedved. Pirlo.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
High. Yamal. Here's Rodri.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
High. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Beckenbauer does really well to win the ball there. Threads one in. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And that brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point.
Lazio certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Lazio are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Batistuta. Stood up well to him there. Batistuta is fouled. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Schneider! Brilliant save from Buffon! And they've got rid. Oh, this looks sharp. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Costa Curta. And it's Rodri. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nedved. Bale wants to run onto this. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Parma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Baresi. That has not gone well. And here's Batistuta.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
And he can thump it away. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And here's Yamal. Nedved does well to get it back. That's a sharp pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Played into space. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. High. Mbappe looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Bale. Rodri. And now the breakaway. Yamal, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Schneider going face-to-face with his great rival. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Batistuta. Schneider. And here's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Varane clears without hesitation.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Costa Curta. Looking tidy in possession here. Yamal! He's got away with one there.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Yamal will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And here's Batistuta.
Lazio clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Costa Curta. Mbappe, played out to the left flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Vieira has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Vieira with the foul. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it's very much looking like this might be destined for a scoreless outcome.
Nedved. Good ball, good take. Shoots! And it's hit the woodwork and out!
Sostituzione per la Lazio. Numero 21. Lascia il campo per il numero 14.
And it's Rodri. Pirlo attempts a clearance.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Parma have a free kick. Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. That's an excellent interception. Rodri.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Cannavaro does well not to be outdone there. Rodri. High. And they can counter here. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. Rummenigge. And here's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Lahm wins the duel this time. They huffed and they puffed, but that will be that. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack. And the outcome... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
It certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, 2014-15 certainly provided some terrific highlights for Lionel Messi's career showreel. Many claimed it was his best season ever. He did, of course. And he shoots! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Baresi tries to clear. And it's Sneijder.
Sneijder
Really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
It's It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, good-looking ball. Sneijder over to the right flank. Mohamed Salah! Brilliant! Brilliant! Mohamed Salah! A finish of true class. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Inter Milan restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things.
Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now, can they get him away? Mohamed Salah. And it's Lam. That's an imaginative pass. That has been cut short. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Showing great feet there. Messi. Rodri. And here's Hullet. And he's played it back. Now it's Hullet.
Inter definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
And it's Messi. Oh, no. No circumventing this opponent. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Sneijder. Van Bronckhorst. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And he whips it across. Beckenbauer with the clearance. Batistuta. And the counter is on. And it's Amrabat. And Neymar. Sneijder. Messi. And here's Mohamed Salah. And it's Messi. And it's Rodri. Out towards the flank. Van Bronckhorst, terrific effort! Goal, Inter! And complete. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, look at the space here. It's a really well-measured ball. Rodri. Now there's a fine ball. It's Salah! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Mohamed Salah clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Now it's Messi. And it's Salah. Lazio are looking to go forward now. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Oh, he's put a shade too much on that. Neymar. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Neymar, and that could set him on his way. Messi. Rodri. Beckenbauer calmly anticipates. Driving forward. He's being urged to shoot. And it's Sneijder. Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Van Bronckhorst. And a header! And the ball's come loose here. Has to go back here. Rodri is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Mohamed Salah going face... Mohamed Salah! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Van Bronckhorst, Collier. Almost an hour gone. Batistuta, who does have an assist to his name. And it's Neymar.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
Collier. Van Bronckhorst. Messi. To Sneijder. And here's Mohamed Salah.
Mohamed Salah really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Rodri. Van Bronckhorst. Gets his head on it! It's hit the crossbar. It's off target and by quite a way.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
Into the channel. Can he latch on to this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Amrabat.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Hullet. And reclaimed it in a trice. Good ball, good take. Tries to cross. Inter Milan have their second corner now.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 25 Schneider. Numero 10 Messi.
Kopchu with the short
numero
one.
15 numero 13. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 5.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Amrabat. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's in a great position here, and he's found a way past. Son Heung-min. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's Mbappe. Son Heung-min is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Time is running out here.
Yeah, it's not looking good, Peter. Never say never, though.
Batistuta. Mbappe!
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Well, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. And it's Batistuta. And he's worked it through. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Where it came from. Can he finish? It's a goal! We thought they were done, but never say never. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So all square with almost no time remaining. Ah, he's given it away. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Batistuta voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections?